So today we're going to be making a pasta salad. We call it Caesar casserole, so it's a cold pasta salad. So let me get my ingredients together. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's pretty easy to make. Right now I'm waiting for the water to boil. I've got the pasta. So I'm going to go ahead and get my other ingredients prepared. I have cheese. Now you can use pretty much whatever kind you want. Cheddar, Colby Jack. I just have a cheddar jack mix that I just grabbed. I like the mixed cheeses, but you don't have to do that. Then I've got green peppers, pepperoni slices, got some black olives, diced tomatoes, of course Parmesan cheese. I love cheese. Now I'm going to throw capers in this time just because I have some and I like them. I haven't tried it with this yet. But it's kind of an Italian theme. And I call it Caesar casserole because I use Caesar dressing for the dressing. And then I'm going to put in some macaroni. Yeah. Now you can use other kinds of pasta. Like here I have some shells and they tend to kind of hold the sauce a little better. But I'm going to use those for something else. So I'm just going to use the plain macaroni, but you can use rotini, just whatever kind of pasta you want. So while I'm waiting for that to boil, I'm going to sort of dice up my green pepper here. You guys probably already know how to do this, but easy way to cut to green pepper. I think I'm too close to the camera. Just kind of go in a circle around the center. And that way you're cutting the middle out. So you get all those seeds out of there, kind of in one chunk, and of course I missed. But then when you do it like that, you can lay the pepper out flat, like unroll it, if it works. I didn't do it right because I'm trying to show you on camera here. So I don't have a lot of room to move around. But anyway, that's an easy way to core the pepper so you don't have to mess around with taking the seeds out, because you really don't want to leave any seeds. At least I don't like to do that. So much for that fail. Anyway, so I'm just going to rough cut it. Stick her off here. Okay, and you could put as much or as little as you like. And when I originally started making this, I didn't put green peppers in. But one day I just decided to add it to kind of beef it up so it would be larger portions for everybody. And it tasted really good. So you can omit this if you want, but I kind of like that crunch in there. And again, it's kind of a, Italian theme. So the green peppers and tomatoes add a lot. Now you can throw them in the water with the pasta while it's cooking if you want yours to be soft instead of, crunchy. But I kind of like the crunchy. So this is how I do mine. Now I've had people heat this up when I've made it. They were just like, no, I don't want cold food. Not knocking anybody, but it breaks down the sauce, and I think it really loses flavor in the process of heating it up. So I prefer it cold, and it's great for summertime when you just want kind of a light meal. And it's quick and easy. The only thing that you necessarily have to cook is the pasta, of course, and the kids love it. So you can kind of, work on the recipe and add or subtract whatever you like or don't like. Now, I have the shredded cheese here just for convenience, but you can, you know, cut up chunks of cheese or buy the pre-cubed. You can also just get like American cheese slices and break it up into little bits and throw those in there. Just kind of whatever your taste preference is. I do use pretty much the yellow cheeses, or like I showed you, the blend of yellow and white together. I haven't tried it with like mozzarella. I think the flavor of the cheddar complements it better, even though it's, you know, like I said, an Italian theme. But I am going to be adding Parmesan cheese, and so you can see now the macaroni has come to a boil. I do put a little oil in there to keep it from sticking together. Some people put salt, and I guess they say that it makes the water boil faster, but I don't really do that. I just put a drizzle of oil. So here I have the diced peppers, and I'm going to cut up the pepperoni. You can cut them to whatever size you want. You can cut them in half, cut them in fourths. You can buy pre-cut or those little teeny tiny pepperonis. I usually cut them into fourths, but I'm tired, so I'm just going to cut them in half this time. Get that done, because the macaroni's already in. So yeah, they're just kind of, whoops, this size. And so the macaroni's done, and then I cool it off with cold water. In advance, you want them to be nice and cold, because you don't want this sauce to break down at all. So I've added the cheese and tomatoes. Now you want to make sure you really push hard when you drain these, because you don't want any of that liquid in there. Then of course the olives, also drained. You don't want to water down that dressing. And then I'll go ahead and throw in my pepperoni. Now you want to kind of try to separate this a little bit as you go, because they do stick together and they're not going to separate just from stirring. Then I mixed in the capers and green peppers. With that, dinner's done. Thanks for watching. Bye.